good press. What did it mean both to have Steph back and to see Draymond launching from half court? I mean, get a lot of big lifts there that got you guys out of a little skid?
Yeah, it's just a breath of fresh air. After the last two games, I think everyone was kind of chomping at the bit to get another opportunity. It just speaks to the resilience of this team. But, Steph having a rusty 32, 5, and 6 is pretty remarkable. And I don't think people, really understand what he's been doing this year after missing an entire season. You see some guys, sprain an ankle, miss 5 games, and come back looking like a shell of themselves. But, he missed 65 games last year, plus the pandemic, and for him to come back and play at this high level says a lot. And for him to put his body on the line for us tonight meant a lot to the locker room. And we owe it to him to go out there and give it all moving forward. And Draymond, one of the most passionate people you ever meet, one of the best teammates you ever have, and when he's out there playing free, it's contagious. And great game by everybody from top to bottom tonight.
Ken, were you guys nervous at all when Steph was falling on that tailbone?
He's very in tune with his body. The guy puts in hours upon hours of working the weight room on the floor, making sure he's moving properly. Our strength team here, Bergen and KB are all over his progress, the training staff. So I'm sure there was a ton of conversations had before he even stepped on the floor tonight. Because there's no way you can go out there and play a game without hitting the floor, without banging bodies. So I think he knew what he was getting into when he stepped on the floor. It just speaks to the resilience, and the mental fortitude that he has to push through the pain and still play at a high level.
Have you ever hit your tailbone anywhere near like he did?
Yeah, I had a crazy fall. 2016 maybe. We're playing the Cavs in Atlanta. I was driving to my left hand. I got undercut by LeBron James. You can look it up. It was a pretty nasty fall. But unknowingly, I just kind of got up and was a little pissed off and kept playing. But, those things, you start talking about tailbone, you start talking about the pelvis, you start talking about, the center, the core of the body. You get something offline or you get a little, ailment, it trickles down. And as you get older, those things are, they kind of come back and haunt you. But I've been, tirelessly, like I said, working on the body, making sure certain muscles are firing, before games, and making sure the body, the central nervous system is ready to go. It's a full-time job playing at a high level, and and every day passes by, you get a day older, you get a game older, more miles on the legs. So it's just it's a very finite. It's a very finite. What I'm looking for. It's kind of a production to get ready for a game at this age.
Did that tailbone injury for you linger? Was it sore for a few weeks? Do you remember when it stopped being sore? It's just something you push through. Every player in this league, at some stage of the season has something that they're dealing with. I'd be hard pressed to find somebody, even a 15th guy. We play every day in practice if you're not in the rotation. So there's something, you're pushing through, and it's just another obstacle. You got the other team, you got, your life, you got all these, different things going on that you're trying to block out and enter into your zone. So it's just another notch in your belt when you can, go out there and push through, take it a game at a time, take it a day at a time.
I just looked at that video at that fall, and that was actually kind of scary.
Yeah, it was crazy. And it kind of lit a fire up under me though. I was super duper angry at the play, but it's in the past and you move on from it. But yeah, it was scary being up there. But one thing I learned early on, never put your hands down. So you got to take the fall with the bod.
Ken, were you surprised at all to see Steph taking a charge?
Nope. No, we talking about the ultimate competitor, a guy that wants to win, a guy that's going to do whatever he can to help his team win. And we were actually on a run at that point in time. It was a very pivotal time of the game, and for him to do that, I mean, he fell in slow motion, which is even more impressive. You know, he kind of sat there and waited for it. But I mean, you know, the focus. I mean, we probably had the whole world counting how many times he hit the floor tonight. But like I say, it just goes to show, you know, what we're actually witnessing. And I think, you know, 10 years from now, you know, we're going to look back and, you know, I think we all need to take the time now to really appreciate, you know, what he's done over the last, you know, 10, 12 years. I mean, everything he's been through. I mean, we look at, you know, the product, the finishing product when he goes out and plays, but just his impact on life, his impact on, you know, players in his locker room, how he uplifts everyone, how he, you know, pushed through the night. You can see he was in, you know, a little bit of discomfort, you know, at certain points of the game, but still coming off, still playing with great pace, you know, still playing the game at a high level. It's just, it's inspiring and it's remarkable.